All the money hiding has fallen as doctrine, now falling that which is what I am quoting as personal expressions, as causing no quick reading feed lines, as all is already made the law, called the Holy Bible, a choice to read verses aloud as featuring information that wills the assignment that I have allowed funding to further invalidate confusion as the rules of law and the material of expression as doctrine from the Bible's text. This is an aim to direct you all to stop misquoting, stop talking too long about what makes no sense, and stop giving away the best years of your life. What makes no sense is nonsense of what is a Marxist agenda. What is a fool no one call? In orders to break the conditioning, we have all only been shown as things have gone on too long, and we are in need of getting back to living. The Bible can be bought in any bookstore and also online. The Holy Scriptures is where I am reading from aloud. I am quoting things already preconceived as from a daily texture as shout-outs on falsehoods in our referencing. You can't only claim that these stakes are non-denominational from this translation called the Holy Bible. Now go and type "all is going" now on this site. I cause the religious community to find safety in a website on this page listing, and I noted things on the Simple Site website. So the dismay is losing all the honors and dignity in the government, which the detection of the current detection of faith-based rules to engage is not shown on all cases. As a freedom of religion is shown notated, calling it all raids as tax donations, severs ties as a race-based issue, as positive reduction on lies and deceptions and miscommunication that complicated the rights of freedom and free will, postures as having claims to these doctrines. More beyond the text was not only available, but I only have chosen to outline a few verses from the Bible. Announces crying for help was seen. We needed leadership that was on all fronts and called as sources to safety and security in the enforcement as rights to religious and freedom is also called as a rights guard protection, a freedom of rights federal protection. Losing all of those names as the president's quarters has no one's housing that might be called a separation of papers or justice division. A separation of powers is the call. All has been made one call. And shipping and handling of birthrights protection is no detection agency sin. Murders and priesthood as marital license from this page. Neither molestation or schooling private funding. The Bible's colleges. The Bible wasn't the education of all men, but now has been made known as a proper documenting of life support that it has shown help when needed. I am the latest discovery to change all of the filed support to fraud. Biblical terms on discernment found in hospitals, jails, student lobbies, posting as the Holy Bible, posting as records checking for more churches are being able to find these words on support that were misused to tax evade calls. Located in all houses, the Bible can be found as also calling for divorce preceding, as filing fraud raids, also joining any party lines, police records notified as veto ballots. Sanctuary pay listings was formed as mattress sales were so too as the government organized as religion of freedom, welfare checks, blood donations as also bake sales, the latest courtroom filing in the Supreme Court as restroom laws. The law's text as execution rates change as the last will and rights. Veto ballots as what is the Social Security tab listing as school education postings as license fee on all day long television ads as religious television handouts as school education postings. religious matters in all blood donation listings, sparing you all the long list that we all have shared in a representation of the Bible in courtroom filings abroad. A share of shape-out is what has been shown, if you are aware of it or not. You used to negate the filings as war fundings, called a conscientious objection to draft picks. More taxable income to tax shelters also misled, as the Mormons' faith is one I've identified, shown as more funding was not allowed by the creditors, as the IRS may only count as tag raises to $3,400, crediting as an entire donation. The rest was capitalized as earned income. Already having known, as I am already allowed those fundings in my name use, as the Bain Capital domain slogan, sharing files as Anthony Bourdain, host CNN, now falls as the Ramadan holiday, more houses as college credits, funding Bible college as regulations, not a government pronouncement that the IMF filing this gun running operation so that you all can find funding that was paying is a bill cable. The immigrants may supporters share your names as joining memberships or ISIS memberships, hated slogans. So made you aware that the grounds were based on the Constitution's conducting as constructed was made through holy doctrine. The Bible's principle and the law's text, holy doctrine. I am lending no tax time write-offs as the government's instigation is being filed as Names Association, a woman of faith. Faith without works is dead. To give no access to my name is to invalidate the shores using tricks played by the media channels on all network filing. Government ordinances called as freedom of choice, freedom of religion, freedom to choose. And you have hope in the beginning to begin to live again after the laws have been put back in its current status. You all are running out of time racing around, racing to die without a government sounding a foundation. Many lives on TV was a corrupt allowed soaring, as this is not allowed by laws calling. Lies on television. Billiards were to be shut down as a constant ongoing defeat. The majority of the citizens, as we all know, believe the Bible and every word is true, as spoken truth, 100% accurate and truth, called the gospel. We find no fault in the dialect, and the Bible will now be used as marking reference to all my words as applications, as proven law's authority has been written to erase the confusion, all allowed as reasoning, properly thinking. No one may be trapping your own words thinking, as the events of men have been unfolding as called before your souls became a living soul more than 400 years, 400 million years as drafting the Bible. All the dialect as helping us to find a common ground as between mankind's human nature. Things we have struggled with as faith, as free will is captioned. So don't be slow about the understanding, the education of the powerful insight that we have learned through Bible's text, as framing the entire government's database was founded on the legislation in the government's foundation through scriptural texts, alleviating men's old tricks as wickedness, wicked filings, as also today's calling, a selfishness, meism already shown as breaking through the law's constraints of government. References regarded as a supremacy clause to bring back what is where we should have already known about the laws, to reconceive nothing beyond the law's limits, as free will is called. I have caused you all to have no pressure to see clearly, making no same mistakes over and over again. I am not reading a Bible's text that was made mention to any particular religion, simply posting as a freedom of choice, an expression, the rights to give all men by a nature call. Who I am saves you. And this supports that you are all witnessing things that will never be witnessed ever again. We will never live this way again. Defeat beyond men's captioning, the ability to idolize infiltrate of dismissing the rights which was being shown as beyond man's calculation. I came to claim saving all the doctrines and placing the law's order in place, bringing you from darker days, the same darkness of repeating the same things which you have misunderstood the text. No support like what you are witnessing will ever have light shed upon your pathway. I am simply placing all lives on safety notice, not separating anything from the law's orders, doctrines from all levels of communication. I said so. Religion is not a category of divine purpose as a poised way to get inside your life. Making us all a statistic is not allowed. A database pile of recognition. Male and female is known mankind, humankind. Our names and background as a freedom of choice. We can all choose to switch the surfaces of religious databases if we deem so necessary. By building equipment, pay listings for write-offs. No more coercions as categorizing what age bracket, what group, sanctioning race matters, origin, creeds, religion. All court case filings now halt. You may not post this website as uncollected taxes, filing as Romans the 13th chapter verse 8 for falling all fraud, calling love files as the notices are all gone. From Hyde, I will give no donations on this webpage access as giving United Way or a United guest card as a phone line plain mile saving account. This wills not a fall, a calling, misusing of the Bible's textbook references. I said so.